Hey everyone, Bess McCarty here, Victoria, Kansas with the Ask Bess Show. Today is a requested topic, how do you do a Facebook Live? so um, I have a bunch of tips here. This might be just a little bit longer video, but first of all, a lot of people have a fear of speaking before people. Did you know that's the number one fear, even greater than death, right? Because we're afraid of not being liked, or afraid of being judged, or not being good enough, not doing good enough, something like that. So I used to be so shy as a kid that I would hide in my room when company would come over. And I had to get over that shyness to be able to become a teacher and a speaker on radio, seminars, um, Facebook Lives, classes, several classes a week that I speak and teach on. So I've become a teacher and a healer and personal growth therapist and all of this. So not only do I work one-on-one with people, but I need to be speaking. So Facebook Lives have definitely helped me to become more comfortable with that. A few years ago, I know that I felt like I was trying to remember the scripts and everything. Now I just have a few bullet points. But let me talk a little bit about the fear of speaking. Fear, if you think about it, is selfish. It's about me. The attention's on me when I'm busy being shy. Versus what I had to do, I found helped me, is that I focused on the other person. I focused on service. I focused on giving. And sometimes I even pretend to speak to a person, like speaking to a friend one at a time can help some people too. Another way to get confidence before a Facebook Live or any time is to use some body-mind techniques, such as the power pose, where you stand with your feet planted on the ground and your hands on your hips, and this makes your body bigger and you feel kind of powerful, like Wonder Woman or Superman. And also take some good breaths. These things can instantly bring confidence to people. Now, what do you talk about? Well, this goes into the why too. When you realize that you know some things that could help other people, right? When I realized that, and when I got on Facebook Lives and I see people saying, wow, I really needed to hear that today, I think, thank God I did not stay in bed and cover up my head and say, oh, I'm scared to talk to people. What will they think about me? Will I be good enough? And all that. So again, that's attention on myself. So when I shift my attention to other people, my fear goes away and others can benefit. I realize I do not need to be perfect before I help another person, before I share with another person. Because all of us, every one of us, has something that we can give, that we can, some way we can help another person without having to be perfect first, right? So let's give what we have. Let's share people with what we know already. So one idea for Facebook Lives is just share what you're learning lately. Maybe you've had some aha moments, some breakthroughs, some insights that other people can use too. And it is really cool when they go, wow, I really needed that. Thank you for saying that today. Another person I know did 30 days of gratitude on Facebook Live. So it kind of challenged him. And I think it benefited other people to hear every day another thing that he was grateful for, maybe inspired them too. So that could be a starting place if you're looking for topics. I want to talk just a little bit about the mechanics of a Facebook Live, or how I do them. I have my bullet points that I speak from, my own little bullet points here, and I might glance down at them to get my place and to remember what to say to people. But don't worry, just let it be natural, let it flow. A lot of people like that better than anything. If you can add stories, like I just added one about when I was a kid, your stories or other people's stories, that's good, because people remember that more than the principle that you talk about. And then lastly, the visuals. I have enjoyed getting bright clothes like purples and blues and using those. And I have beside me in my recording studio here a ton of colorful scarves that I'll pull out and put on. I have to my left a bunch of interesting jewelry and earrings and head ornaments, headbands or flowers or things that I have used to make the visuals interesting. The background, these are oil paintings that I've made, and sometimes I switch them out. But you could have other interesting backgrounds. Just don't have a messy house or maybe a real dark background back there. Have something colorful or interesting for people to look at. The lighting, I have a social light, a circle that goes around my face. It kind of lights my face evenly. And I'm also facing an east window. And a photographer friend said, wow, I like the combination of your natural light and your artificial light, both for the Facebook Lives. So that is how to tend to the visual part of it. Now the mechanics, how do you get people to know that you're doing them? Because everything is marketing, right? Letting people know not only the content, setting up the visuals and all that, but then how do you promote it? How do you market it? Well, a half hour before the Facebook Lives, I text a list who's asked me to text them as a reminder. And also I have a Facebook message text list as well for people who are out of the country or who don't care to give their phone number. So I text those lists about a half hour before each show. I have the shows regularly, like Saturdays and Sundays at noon Eastern time. Been doing that for about a year now. So a lot of people expect to know that that's going to be there and that they can find you there. If I'm using my phone to make this video, so I turn on the Wi-Fi or and I put on the phone on Do Not Disturb, and I turn on the Facebook settings to allow, under settings under Facebook on your phone to allow the microphone and camera. Then I go to Facebook Live and put in the title there, and then I go live. Then I introduce myself. I welcome people. I say the topic. I say a little bit about my background. I ask people who are watching the replay, please type that in because I want to thank them. And I invite people. You can punch the little people icon on the bottom and invite people to watch your Facebook Live. And also I invite my viewers to tag people and invite them to like, comment, and share. Maybe share into other Facebook groups that could be watching at the same time. Then I share the content. And then I ask for interaction. Who's had an experience with this? Please type in yes, because I want to thank you. Who's watching the replay? Please type that in, because I want to thank you. And if anyone has a comment or tip or question, please thank that in. I thank people for their likes and loves and sharing. Then I close. Sometimes I do a summary of what I told them. And then I ask if anyone would like to be on my text list. Then I offer, and they can Facebook message me that privately, their number. And then I ask or offer my free tools that I share, the Real Conversation tools. I'll put those in the comments below so everyone can access it after this show too. So after the Facebook Live, what I do is I make a short copy to YouTube, so it's not the long one like you're seeing now. And then I share I share that Facebook Live with other groups that might be interested. And I share it to my other pages. I might tag people in the comments. I respond to the comments. And I link to my free tools. And also I go back and invite new people who are on that Facebook Live if they'd like to be on my text list. So basically that's it in a nutshell, how I overcome fear, what I talk about, how I do the visuals, and how I promote it both before and after. So hope this helps. Maybe you guys have some more tips you can leave below, and we can all benefit from each other. Thank you for your likes and sharing. Remember, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, or you can just scroll below and find 400 topics. Some people just love seeing what topic pops out for them today and get some help and some assistance. So thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you at the next show. Take care. Bye-bye.